Good morning, students. How are you all? So today we will start with a new topic, photosynthesis in plants. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants prepare their food. Yes. So what is food? Food is something that we eat. We can also say that food is the fuel for our body because we get all the energy from food. And this is the answer of why do we need food. We need food to get energy. And why do you need energy? To perform work. Do you know, if you do not have food for a whole day, what will happen to you? Yes, you will not feel energetic, but instead feel tired and would not be able to work. So therefore, you will have some food to get some energy to work. Now, where does this food come from? This food comes from plants and animals. And from where does animal get their food? Animal also get their food from plants directly or indirectly. But as plants are also living things, we have studied this in our previous classes that plants are also living things, isn't it? And all the living things need food to grow. Then from where does this plant get its food? Have you ever seen a plant eating food from its mouth just like animals and humans? No, because plants do not have a mouth. Then what do? They prepare their own food. They prepare their food inside their body by the process of photosynthesis. And this process is called photosynthesis, and as these plants prepare their own food, they are called producers. So if someone asks you what are producers? Producers are the plants. All those plants who prepare their own food. And they are also called producers because they produce food for whole world. We also eat the food which is prepared by plants. Animals also eat the food which is prepared by plants. Now, all this process of obtaining food and utilizing it for various metabolic activities is called nutrition. So, what is nutrition? The process of obtaining food and utilizing it for various metabolic activities is called nutrition. There are two types of nutrition. First one is autotrophic and second one is heterotrophic. In autotrophic nutrition, what happens? Those organisms who perform autotrophic nutrition, they can prepare their own food in their body. And how do they do this? By the process of photosynthesis. Who are they? Plants. And some other organisms also prepare their food other than plants. They are cyanobacteria. But today we will be studying about plants. So plants perform photosynthesis and prepare their own food. And all those organisms which can prepare their own food, they are called autotrophs. That means the organisms which perform autotrophic nutrition are called autotrophs. Next is heterotrophic nutrition. In this type of nutrition, an organism cannot prepare its food inside its body. They have to depend on other organisms for food. But what we find that all the organisms, all the animals depend on plants directly or indirectly. How it happens? See, if this is a plant, it prepares its food by the process of photosynthesis. It stores in it for its usage. But this plant is eaten up by an herbivorous animal, which is deer or goat, or so many herbivorous animals are there. And this herbivorous animal gets all the food which was prepared by plant. So energy from plant is transferred to herbivorous animal. Now carnivorous animal, they will eat this herbivorous animal. So ultimately, from where carnivorous animals are getting the energy? From plant to herbivorous animal, from herbivorous animal to carnivorous animal. So we can say that all the animals depend on plants directly or indirectly. Understood this? Now we will see photosynthesis. Now as we have seen that plants give all the energy on the earth. Plants are responsible for all the food on the earth. So we can say that photosynthesis is a very important process because this is responsible for preparation of all the food of all the living organisms on the earth. So what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants convert water and carbon dioxide into sugar and oxygen in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. What happened in photosynthesis? plants, they convert water and carbon dioxide with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll into sugar and oxygen. This sugar is the food that is prepared by plants, and they also store this. After using, the extra amount of sugar is stored in the plants in the form of starch in various parts of a plant. Okay, now we will study all these things in detail later on, but today we will study about where does photosynthesis occur and the structure of chloroplast. That's it. So where does photosynthesis occur? Photosynthesis occurs in all green plants. Okay, then what is the green structure present in the plant? Leaves. So mostly in the leaves photosynthesis occur. What is there in the leaves that imparts green color to the leaves? The leaves have chloroplast. Chloroplast, it contains a pigment, a green substance, a green colored pigment, which gives its particular color to the leaves. What is the function of this chlorophyll? This chlorophyll catches solar energy during the process of photosynthesis. Solar energy during the process of photosynthesis. Then, what is the structure of chloroplast? We can see in this diagram that chloroplast is a double membranous structure. Double membranous means there are two membranes. First one is outer membrane and second is the inner membrane. The outer membrane and inner membrane. In between the two membrane, you can see there is a space. This space is called intermembrane space. Okay. Then inside this chloroplast, there is all filled fluid. The white portion which you can see here in the diagram is the fluid. This fluid is called stroma or the matrix or ground matter of the chloroplast, the dense fluid. It is given a single name as stroma. Then interconnected sac of membrane. Interconnected sac of membranes. Thus, they make the stacks, and therefore we can say the stacks of interconnected membranous sac. These are called grana. The stacks of interconnected membranous sac. They are called grana. And these are also called as stacks of thylakoids. These grana is the structure which contains the green pigment called chlorophyll, which is responsible for trapping of sunlight for the process of photosynthesis and also for imparting green color to the leaves. So what are the three important structures in the structure of chloroplast? Membrane, outer membrane and inner membrane, stroma and grana, which are the stacks of thylakoid. I hope all of you have understood up to here. We will continue with the same topic in our next lecture. Till then, happy learning, keep learning.